What are the big issues that auto workers are fighting for?
In my opinion, wages. What once was a good wage is no longer a good wage because we're not keeping up with inflation. The other thing is a pension for those of us who don't have a pension. You know, Social Security is not going to cut it in 30 years. You got to have something to retire to. Pension makes a difference. 401ks are not stable. They're not guaranteed. They always go up and down. You don't know what you're going to have in 30 years. It's all a gamble. We got to get together and stand. We're the ones that control things if we allow ourselves to be. But that means me standing next to you, no matter what our differences are, and saying, hey, we're doing this for each other, not just for me, not just for you. That's what we got to do. With the actors and the writers, they're not making anything off the streaming services the way they once did. The residuals aren't there anymore. So it's a slightly different fight, but the ultimate goal is to be treated fairly for the work you've done. You know, UPS, a lot of those guys aren't getting enough hours to survive no matter what their pay rate is, because you work 2 to 4 hours a night, you're going to have a second job to survive. You can't live off of that. The people who created the content need to be treated fairly on what's being made off their content.
And you create the vehicles inside that
We create the vehicles
factory.
that go out the door and put the money in the pockets.
And the
That's
UPS
right.
workers move the packages,
Right.
and the Amazon packages, and the supply chain.
Exactly. Inflation the past 3 years has just been, I've never seen anything like it. And I know my dad felt the same way back in the 70s and 80s during various periods. It's always going to be a factor, and you always hope it's going to level out. Back then, you could go to McDonald's and get a combo meal for less than $4. Every combo meal was less than $4. What's a combo meal cost you now? Find one under $10. Good luck. You know, that'll actually put food in your belly. When a combo meal costs more than an hour worth of wages to the minimum wage worker, something's wrong. It's our fault? No.